Even when I talk to childhood friends, they were like, oh no, you've always been the teacher, coach, and advising people. When I went to college, I was chair of the student ambassadors and leading 25 other ambassadors. I've always been okay with stepping into that role to lead. Because I did, and I take the responsibility seriously. I'm a people developer and I want people to be at their best at all times, but they don't get there by me just coaching them or teaching them. They get there by me modeling for them. Not only being able to model, but you also invest in people. And that's the way I've always looked at education or being a teacher or being a trainer is I'm investing in people and I'm being who I say I am. Whatever it is I'm espousing, that's who I'm being. I invest because as I invest in them, I'm also investing in myself. I can only attract what I am. So what the clients that I attract, I see myself in them. And I think I've not always had a mentor, a coach, a person who could guide me. I have it to give, and I do give. And in that giving, I'm also teaching and learning myself because I see myself in them. So yeah, it's important to invest because my investment pays dividends. There's a return on investment. Life is just a game that we are playing. From the day that we're born until the time that we die, we are playing the game called life, or we're in the school of life, however you want to look at it, it's the same thing. It basically just means that every step we take, every experience we have, which life is just a thread of experiences, that we get this opportunity to become the next iteration of ourselves. We get an opportunity to learn and discover and practice. That experience is what morphs us. So of course I'm both a student and a teacher in the game of life, not just because I majored in education and consider myself a teacher, but we are teaching. We're teaching each other as we see and observe other people and then pick up those habits. We're teaching all along the way. And so I want to be responsible in what it is that I teach. I take that very, very seriously. I am both a student and a teacher of life. I can learn what I want and what I don't want just by observing other people. In the game of life, life can feel like we're winning and life can feel like we're losing. But each individual is defining for themselves whether or not they're winning or losing. There is no static one answer around what is winning or losing. And so what I help my clients understand or discover is what is winning and losing for you. Instead of allowing religion, school, parents, society, social media define for you what is winning and losing, define that for yourself. And the thing about losing, you're gonna feel that in your body. You're gonna feel off purpose. You're going to feel like you're out of character for yourself or who you say you are. You're gonna feel that in your body. And so this takes us right back to those standards. It takes us right back there because when we feel like we're losing, then we need to explore what that epic challenge is around the losing. Where is it that we are betraying who we are? Where are we betraying our authentic voice, our authentic self? Where is it that we're off purpose, so thus we cannot live a life that is inspired? Where is it that we are not being connected with other people? Because that's an object of the game. I'm giving you the 3 objectives of the game of life, which is to create a life and live a life that is authentic, inspired, and connected. So if you're living in silo, or you're afraid to be in relationship, at some point it's gonna feel like you're losing. It feels like you are disenfranchised. It will feel like you've been abandoned, when in truth you haven't, but it will feel that way. And it will thus feel like you are losing at the game of life. Well, I hope that people know that I am human now and I'm still on the journey and still playing this game, which is one of the things I think that makes me a very unique coach, is that I am in the game. I experience hiccups just like everyone else. It's not about trying to avoid the hiccups or the obstacles. It's about recognizing when they come and how quickly can you get back to center. Can you put yourself back on course, right? And I haven't always known that. And so I too went through the checkoff list of life. And so many years later, I couldn't figure out why I was waking up crying each day. Even though I was grateful for everything that I had. And so if I go back to that 90s state, I was so busy trying to collect the things that I thought would fix my life or build the life, and they were all things that were outside of me. And as in hindsight, what I recognize and share with my clients is codependency is very much rooted in 5 codependent beliefs, or what I would call 5 codependent lies. And that is that I am how I look, I am what I do, I am what I have, I am what other people think and say about me, and I am separate and apart and must compete to get ahead. And those 5 beliefs drove me, and they drive most people. And that's why for my coaching clients, I keep the focus on you. Keep the mirror on you, because that is your locus of control. It is where the healing takes place. It is where transformation exists. Codependency, quite simply, is a set of learned, bred, dysfunctional habits that affect how we relate to ourselves and how we relate to other people in relationships, at work, at home, and in the bedroom. And I like to feature like 12 of those codependent habits because it helps things like people pleasing and not prioritizing yourself, imposter syndrome, and there are many others. But the codependent habits are really there not to say that you are dysfunctional, that you're broken, that you need to be fixed. It's not that. What it's really saying is that as human beings, we have learned different ways to keep ourselves safe, to keep ourselves secure, and to keep ourselves supported. In other words, to help us feel like we have a sense of belonging, like that we are loved. And as human beings, we adapt. When we're in environments that sometimes have been dysfunctional as we were growing up, we find natural ways of navigating and learning how to cope in those environments. And to be honest with you, they work because they've gotten us this far. But when you are leveling up and you want to become you 2.0, you want to make being you a lifestyle, then codependency cannot go with you, because you begin to realize that you are the center of your own life. You are the locus of control. And this is where your true happiness exists. It's where your authenticity exists. It's where purpose and inspiration exists. It's where you're able to be more fully in connection with people, experience love and joy and peace and orgasmic living without being attached to other people. I am the codependency coach, you know? And I'm the codependency coach not just because I say it, it's because I live it. You know, I'm teaching people what I've discovered. Yes, I have a lot of degrees and certifications, and all of that is great. And I've spent a lot of money in learning and discovering more. But there's nothing like real world experience. So I feel strong in being me. My highest calling is to help heal and serve humanity. I am building a global personal and leadership development conglomerate to heal and serve 1 million people per year. I'm just here to do my part. You have to develop a big enough why, because it's really about who you become in this process, not just the trophy of it. Help is here. Support is here. Liberation is only a phone call away.